Hey y'all, if you guys have a second gen Dodge and you need to replace your sway bar bushings, this one is definitely should be replaced. Alan needs it the most. Yeah, it's pretty nasty, but I've gone ahead and I've loosened these, not hand tight, but you don't even need a jack or a jack stand for this job, so it's pretty simple. You'll just want to take this. This is a 15 millimeter, and I like to just loosen them all pretty evenly across here. Wait, is that tightening? No, it's not. So I just go ahead and loosen them all evenly, and then I'll be putting these new guys on, and they look a lot better. So I went ahead and I got these bolts out. Let me find one. They are pretty nasty. I'll go ahead and clean those up before I put them back in. Here we are. Both sides are off. I'm just letting it rest on there. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take off this old stuff and put on the new one. So I went ahead and took off these old ones. They're yuck. And my camera not want to focus. Yeah, I do not like that. That is not fun. So I cleaned off the area and I'm starting to put these on. You want to put these on first and then kind of get it in place where you want it. And then you'll end up putting these brackets, you'll just pop them on right over top of these. Sorry, it's kind of hard to do with one hand. Okay. Just like so. And then you'll end up tightening them down, and this will expand in there as you do it, so it will get tough. So yeah. I know I said you didn't need a jack or a jack stand to do this job, but I got this 6-ton bottle jack, and I don't know. I think I'd rather have this here. If you guys have a bottle jack, just to hold this from going down too far or moving as you're trying to do this job, it'd be great. And then once you have everything on, like these, I'll just go ahead and lift it up slowly. And then that way it's going up evenly, and then I can snug up both sides without one way up here and then one just down there. So I mean, yeah, if you have something, or even just a block of wood just to hold it, that even work even better. So yeah. So I lifted this bottle jack right here until that rubber bushing is just touching its mounting area, and then I cleaned off these bolts right here. I didn't use like brake cleaner, I just used this gunk degreaser to get that crud off of there. And I think it worked, but I'm gonna go ahead and get those bolts threaded back in there, and then I'll torque them down and show you guys the final product. Okay, so I went ahead and I got these in snug, and then the torque spec for these, according to all data, is 40 foot-pounds and 40 foot-pounds for front and in the back for the whole bracket. So I'm gonna go ahead and snug those down, and then I'll be done. Okay, so I got these torqued down to 40 on both sides, and yeah, that's that. I got these from a company called Custom Offsets. I think it's called Energy Suspension or whatever. But yeah, I'll put the link in the description for those.